Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Mark here with The Better Mark. Let's get into this Saturday, May 11th Major League Baseball card we got coming to you guys live. We have a lot of games going down. This is where weekend series. We look for a little bit of weather to clear up. It's something where we looked into the weekend and it looked a little wet and gloomy, but some of those storms have seemed to subside. I know at least where I'm situated, this is one where we're going to be missing the weather looks like from the radar, so that's kind of exciting as I was expecting a wet day. We have a huge picnic planned and party for the Cavs game later on tonight, as well as we have my son's baptism on Sunday, so it's going to be a fun, action-packed weekend. A lot of family friends coming in. There's going to be a lot of beverages and hydration being done this weekend as well. Got about 25 pounds of meat on the smoker, and it is all teed up, ready to roll. So let's quick recap. Yesterday, apologies, we went about 500. We ended up kind of getting the job done because of the multiple unit play we had on the Royals. Okay, and yes, that was in heroic fashion, so you guys can all knock me for that. But I don't cash out. I don't look to hedge unless it's going to be something where we have thousands of dollars on the line. And I like to tell people kind of my best advice and something I can pass along is unless it's life-changing money that you didn't have yesterday, that's something where if it's just a $10, $20, $100 bet, there's no reason to cash it out or hedge it, in my opinion, unless it's something where it's life-changing money. And if $500 is life-changing money for you, then yes, by all means. But if I'm just betting 100 to win 90 or 95, I'm not going to cash that out even down 1-0 like we were in the Royals game. So shout out to the person on Discord that asked, because that is a great question. So just like to help you guys out along the way. So let's get into the picks. I'm going to have the likes of 4 picks. We're going to go a little bit all over the place. I am going to give you guys kind of a 4.5 picks, we'll say, as well as a plus 360 3-team moneyline parlay. We're going to throw it together. Kind of having fun with those lately, so let's hopefully get one to cash in this weekend's bets. Okay, so here we go. Let's get down into it. First go, make sure you guys all subscribe down below. Smash that like button, and please let me know your plays down below in the comments. All right, so here we go as we look into the odds jam. First game up, we have the Minnesota Twins and Toronto Blue Jays. That will be my first official play. This is kind of a revenge, rematch, whatever you want to call it. I'm trusting the Twins lineup to get the job done, okay? I don't trust the Blue Jays. And Kevin Gossman gets it done from a K perspective, but this is something where we're going to go with Simeon Woods Richardson, his old team, coming over from the Jose Barrios trade. That's where I like Woods Richardson to get it done. Outstanding first couple outings he's had as well, but we look for that Minnesota moneyline price that I'm just not getting down with. I know the odds makers probably know something, but nonetheless, I am going to be taking the Twins on the money line at a plus 142 price. And for some reason, the run line, plus 1.5, you can get minus 150 out there. That's something where if you guys are doing any parlays, that's a very favorable kind of juiced up leg that you could add to your mix. Okay, so that will be my first official play. Back in the Twins at a plus 142 price. Have to do it. I can't really say no to that one, okay? And if it loses, it loses. All right, but that's purely a value play. All right, and backing in my mind, possibly the better pitcher that we got going today. All right, next game is the Diamondbacks and Orioles. Now, this is going to be one where, quite frankly, I don't know why we're not betting Baltimore more often, but this is a price at minus 157. I can't get down with. It's priced accordingly. John Means, for all intents and purposes, going against Ryan Nelson. I look for the Orioles to completely outslug the Diamondbacks in this game. I would lean towards taking the over, personally. The over 8 at a minus 120 price is what initially catches my eye. That's kind of my stronger play, but I'm not looking to play the Orioles at a minus 157 price. Okay, next game is Cubs and Pirates. All right. This is an exciting game for a couple reasons, right? Anytime you get a divisional game, that's a good thing to go off of. But the second and most important reason is this is the number one pitching prospect in baseball going. So if you have some kind of access to watch this game, tune in because Paul Skeens on the bump for the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's a performance you're not going to want to miss, especially all you Libby Dunn fans out there. But no, nonetheless, we're going to get it done in Paul Skeens and Justin Steele going at 4:05 first pitch, okay? But we're not going to back this. I'm kind of going to go off of a different kind of narrative. I think this pitcher's going to be fired up, and a lot of times you get pitchers with a little bit extra energy. It works one of two ways. You either leave the ball up, and you end up kind of grooving a meatball that finds its way to a lucky fan over the outfield wall, or B, you get an extra little bit of velocity and you can really zoom it past people in that first inning especially. And I like the likes of Justin Steele, okay? So we're going to get him done in one inning. We're going to take the no runs first inning. And also we're going to get that on a plus price. I'm taking it at plus 130. So that's something where I see value as well. So that'll be my second official play. All right, and the next game, unfortunately, is a no-fly zone. That is where we're taking no bet in this. I want nothing to do with the Red Sox, nothing to do with their lineup. They cost me a huge parlay. The only leg that I dropped would have paid about $3,600, and it was one where all we needed was one of my favorite best pitchers in baseball to get the job done against Corbin. Wow, that's kind of a brain fart. Let me see who pitched. Excuse me. Sorry, I don't do this much, but obviously you can tell it's a little bit early here. I haven't had my coffee. That's where we had the likes of Patrick Corbin. Okay, so as always, Patrick Corbin. It is a holiday every time that he pitches. And got to be honest with you guys, 7 hits in 5 innings of work. They outslugged the Washington Nationals, and in those 7 innings, right, 3-1, and then the Nationals had a 2-run ninth and really put it out of reach. But don't knock the handicap. Don't knock the play yesterday. The Red Sox was the correct side. Also, look at the left on base metrics. They had plenty of opportunities. They didn't lose the game in the 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th inning. They lost the game every time they had runners on second and third, first and second, no outs, second and third, 2 outs, bases loaded, so on and so forth. Look at the left on base, and that's why we lost the bet. So you have to convert those. You can handicap the pitching matchups all you want, but if you don't get it done on the other side of the plate, it ain't going to matter. So no play for me, no fly zone. Thank you, Boston. All right. Next game is the Braves and Mets. I'm going to stay away from this one as well. Lean towards the Braves. Max Fried on the bump. Christian Scott. Okay. But no official play. All right. Phillies-Mets. Okay, this is one where we're going to be banging the Phillies. I don't understand this line. One of the hottest teams in baseball. We're going to be taking the minus 123 money line price that I just bet, going against a unknown pitcher for the Marlins. Okay. Also, we are going to be playing the over. This is one where I think this total is way too low. We're looking at a total sitting at 7 at a minus 129 price. I truly feel that the Phillies are capable and more than capable of putting up 7+ runs themselves against the Marlins. So we will play a little bit on the over 7 in the Philly game. So for all you same-game parlayers out there, very good way to go about this. Okay. Also, I do think the Marlins could scratch a few against Taijuan Walker, 6.39 ERA. All right. Next game is Nestor Cortez and Zach Littell for Tampa in a New York divisional game. No play for me in this. Yankees bats, by all accounts, have been waking up, but we're not going to back any of this because I do feel like it's a coin flip between these two pitchers. Basically, if they weren't left-handed, right-handed, respectively, this would be an absolute evenly matched, almost like clones throwing against each other, in my personal opinion. So, no play for me in the in the Yankees Tampa Bay game. All right. Astros Tigers, that's an interesting one. Okay, we are going to be looking at this game within Christian Javier and Tarek Skubal in Detroit. All right, so we all know what's going on within the Astros organization, right? They're failing to win games. They've since resurged a little bit, 14-24 in the season. And I would lean towards taking the Tigers. Better pitcher. Skubal, I think, had a kind of a subpar outing his last time out. But we're seeing a lot of the money being bet on the Astros, something where you can look into why this is going on. If you want to get a little bit kind of into more of a prop market, got to go against the narrative. Take the over earned runs with the target skew ball. Take the over 1.5. It's a little juiced up, but that's something that I would lean towards. Okay. But we go into this game, Houston winning 5-2 against Detroit, winning 4-3 at New York, losing 3 before that. It's just really hard to handicap the Astros because we all know what they're capable of. This is something where if they weren't going against skew ball, I'd like their chances, but I'm not willing to get behind the Astros with the Detroit ace going for them on the bump. So no official play, but I did tell you I'd lean towards taking skew ball to see over 1.5 earned runs from a pitching perspective. Okay, next game is one where we're not going to bet it outright. Clevenger going against his own ball club for the Chicago White Sox, going against Tristan McKenzie. As an Indians fan, this is going to be one that I have highlighted for the day just from a fan perspective. However, I'm only going to be able to watch the first 50 minutes because we're going to have hockey and the likes of my Cleveland Cavaliers going live against the Boston Celtics in Game 3. So that will be where we're at within that one. I will be taking them on the money line parlay, but no official play within what we have going on within this game. So that's kind of where we're at within that. I'm not willing to lay the minus 151 price, but I do like the number within the Indians if you're going to put that into the mix, into a parlay. So that's kind of where we're going to be playing in the angle within the Guardians, especially with them coming off a loss yesterday. Look for them to bounce back in a strong way. All right. Next one up is the St. Louis Cardinals, all right, and the likes of the Milwaukee Brewers, all right. This is something where we're going to have them involved as well, but no official play. Freddie Peralta, I just can't get behind a minus 158 price. And yes, you could lay the minus 1 run at a minus 116 price, give yourself some insurance that they get the job done by 2. That would probably be the angle I would attack this from a single game perspective, possibly even taking the Cardinals under their team total. I like that bet a little bit, but no official play in itself. Okay, we're going to get into that parlay a little later on. Okay. Reds, Giants, Nick Lodolo, Mason Black, no play for me. Lean Reds, Mason Black, horrible pitcher, and the Reds have been doing a little bit of a good job within just taking care of business, winning games that they should win, and kind of keeping it up from that aspect. Okay, so we look at the Giants. They have trouble against lefties. And not just against lefties, but in games in general, they've kind of struggled. So I look for the Reds and Lodolo to have a good outing, especially in this matchup. At a minus 108 price, this one almost made the card, just being honest. So if you guys want to back the red legs, that's something where I would not basically talk you off of that mountain. All right. And then we're going to get into the Rangers, Rockies, Andrew Heaney, Ryan Feltner. No official play for me. Huge ERAs. Andrew Heaney, he's a shell of himself since his borderline Cy Young campaign that he had. 8-10 first pitch in Colorado, possibly seeing a little bit of an offensive output. I know it's a pitcher's ballpark, but altitude, and we have the over 10 runs in play. So that's where I would lean, but no official play for me in this matchup. Okay. And then we're going to get into the likes of the Dodgers, Padres, James Paxton, 4-0, 3.06 ERA, going against Matt Waldron. Dodgers, I believe, lost last night. I'm not sure. Let me check this one out for you guys real quick. Yeah, they lost. And definitely a spot where I'd like to back the Dodgers at a minus 134 price. Off a loss, previously winning their previous 4 games, so look for them to bounce back. Go against a subpar pitcher, 500 ball club, expect a coin flip, and take the Dodgers within minus 134. So that's kind of where I'm at with that one. Also, we look for the Kansas City Royals, minus 130. Cole Reagan's going against Tyler Anderson. Royals again. The Angels are kind of atrocious, especially after having that demoralizing loss last night. I look for the Royals to kind of cap off this road trip and get another one in LA. So Strong lean to the Royals. It almost made my card. I'm just not looking to lay a minus 130 number on the road within this game. I'll do that from time to time, but not in this game. Okay, I'd probably actually go to the -1 at a minus 112 price if I was going to get into that one. All right. And the last game on the card is the Athletics and Mariners. Joey Estes going against Bryce Miller. It's Mariners or nothing, but with a minus 223 price, I can't get behind it. So this is one I just crossed off the card. Would actually look into the over 7. The Athletics have been allowing a little bit of offensive output, and that's something where today's no different. I know they're in Seattle, so that plays a role at T-Mobile Park, but that is where I'd be within this game, so no official play. Okay, but let's get into that three-team moneyline parlay. All right, the 3 legs we're going to be taking: Guardians, Brewers, and Phillies. Okay, so that pays a plus 360 price, and I'm going to pull it up here on your screen as a quick recap, and these are my official plays. So Minnesota moneyline, nrfi in the Cubs-Pittsburgh game, Philly money line minus 123 with a little bit of sprinkle onto the over 7. Probably do a little same game parlay action, a little correlating bet, as well as that 3-team money line parlay with the Guardians, Brewers, and Phillies. Okay, so that'll pay plus 360. Those are my official plays. Good luck today. Remember to hop over to Discord. Join the Discord. Free link down below. Also, channel memberships are live if you want to become an official team member here at the Better Mark. But appreciate you guys. A lot of action going on today. Stay tuned and stay locked over the Discord. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of back and forth throughout the day and evening with all these games and matches going on. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.